Guys, welcome back. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the bubble effect today, so I thought I'd do something different. It's my second attempt. I've done one before and most people have seen it on Facebook and or Instagram. And I thought that let me try again second time because obviously it's my second time doing it. As you can see, I already poured in my black backing, I call it. I mixed up black pigment paste from Resin 8 and used Resin. So I poured it in, left it for 24 hours, and I'm going to be pouring in my UV resin on top. I think I didn't record that part where I'm pouring the resin, UV resin in, because my battery died. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm putting in my bubbles now. But I made a huge mistake on this because I did one coaster before. I just thought that let me do all at once, but didn't think it through at this point. What happened was that because I put resin, UV resin in all of them, and I put bubbles in all of them, it didn't give me a great deep effect. So I had to go back and use more. You will see it. The technique to this is that when you put the UV resin on top and you put the bubble on top, the bubble that touches the resin will make an impression. That's what you need. So don't worry about the bubbles on higher up. You don't need them because that's not going to affect anything. It's just the bubble that touching the surface is the matters. So you need to be very quick in curing that particular part. That's where I went wrong with this one, because the last one I didn't feel that I was doing something wrong, so I only used one layer of UV resin. And also, if you're going to do 4 coasters at one go, make sure that you do it section by section, because that's the second mistake I made, because I thought that I will put the bubble in and cure it one at a time, but it didn't work because the bubble pops. So when the bubble pops, the UV resin retains its original shape. You wouldn't have that impression. So, and I also recommend using a lamp, UV lamp for this, because it will make life much easier. But if you're going to use a torch, make sure that you have a bigger torch, larger surface area, so it will cover more. Because I only had a tiny one, it was a bit hard for me to do it, but I had fun. It was fun. It was experience. So yeah, so don't make that mistake, guys. So like you see now, I put more resin on because the impression I got, it wasn't. I had part of it cured in a bubble effect. The part was clear. So I was like, nope, not happening. So I put more in it, and I keep on putting more in it. Eventually, I got the effect that I wanted. So don't make my mistake. Do section by section, 1 coaster at a time, because it will make a whole lot of difference, and you will use less UV resin too. And use the lamp instead of a torch. But if you don't have a lamp and you have a torch, make sure that it's big enough to do a larger area, if that makes sense. But either way, I've done it with a mini torch, so you could do it too, but it did take longer than I intended. So I actually have to fast forward this for you guys because it was like over an hour. I don't think you want to watch me do that over an hour. So yeah. And when I was recording this, I had a really massive background noise and people shouting and things like that. So I had to do a voiceover. So bear with me. If you don't understand anything, please message me. You got my email details in my description. Email me. I will be glad to answer any question. and I will recommend you guys to try this technique out. This technique is fun. I found it fun because it's like, to get that effect you have to do so much. I had to do so much on this because I'm stupid like that. But yeah. And then that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to leave you guys to watch this part, and I will come back when I'm putting the powders in. So we're at the stage where you're going to put the mica powders in. Right. I'm using the Color Shift nail powder. I found it on Amazon because I liked the way it looked, because I used them before for my crushed velvet effect project, and I loved it. So I thought I'd use this one again, and it comes in a set of 6. and all the links are in my description. Right, you don't have to use the color shift if you don't want to. You could use any mica powder you want. It could be anything. I'm pretty sure, I haven't tried it with this, but you could also try it with glitter. But whatever that you're going to be using, in my opinion, you leave the UV resin a little bit tacky, so a little bit sticky. Now you can see that now where I'm touching it, because I just wanted to make sure that that resin was a bit sticky, not too sticky, but like a tacky state. The reason I like that stage is because when I use the mica powder, it tends to stick more than fly around. As you can know, the mica powders are pain in the butt. And yeah, and if you're gonna be using glitter, again, the little bit tackiness will act like a glue, so it will stick. And then when you pour the top coat, it wouldn't float. Well, it shouldn't float, depending on how tacky you leave it. Don't leave it too wet, because otherwise it won't work. So it has to be a little tacky state. And the design I'm doing, I'm just going around with all 6 colors. You know, it's just randomly. But again, that's entirely up to you. You could do it in a circle manner. You could do it in a square, if you're using a square mold. You could do a stripes. You could do a zigzag. You could do whatever style that you want, because there is no limitation there. Your imagination is your limitation. So play with it, guys. Have fun. And I will leave you there to watch this. Oh, before I go, the middle part, I said that I was going to explain it to you. As I moved it, once I poured in the black resin into the mold, I moved the mold to the side. As I moved it, all 4 of the mold decided to kind of pour the resin into the middle. So I was tired when I was pouring this, and I'm like, oh, I'm not cleaning this up. So what I did was I mixed up more and poured it in the middle. So hopefully I'm quite interested in to see how that particular part turned out to be. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. And I'm gonna leave you guys there, and I will see you for when I put the top coat on. So now I'm going to be putting the top coat, and I'm going to be using JDiction Resin. These are the fast curing one. You could demold them in 4 hours. Love it. Can't complain. And yeah, go and check it out, guys, if you want to get one. I think that every resinist, is that the word? Is there a word like that? I don't know. Should have one of these in their house, because it says what it says. So I mixed, it's a 1-to-1 resin. I mixed it very slowly. Again, when you mix in the resin, guys, make sure that you mix it slowly and thoroughly for 3 to 5 minutes. Don't look at it and go, oh, it's clear, therefore it's mixed. No, no, no. Just stick with that. Put a timer on and do it. Because trust me, it helps with any project. The most time I see in the post, they say that my project is not done, it's sticky, is not cured. One of the factors is mixing the resin properly. So please, please, please mix it properly. And as you can see, I already poured in the resin in. Right now I'm just using my stick to kind of pushing the resin to the sides. So will have like a domey effect on it. There's another mistake I made there. I made less resin, so it didn't exactly dome it, but it did give me the gloss effect. But I will go back and put another coat on it, so it will kind of dome and nice to it. And now I'm using my silicone pen. I call it silicone pen, but some people call it silicone brush. So yeah, so my silicone pen, I'm using it so I could get the resin, push the resin into all them little the curvy part of the mold. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, that's about it, guys, for this. And I'm quick torch, pop all the bubbles. Don't torch too much, please don't. And yeah, and I just want to say thank you. Yeah, just thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I could say. And yeah, and I will see you in the next part of this video. See you guys soon. Okay, this is the final part. So I'm going to take it out of the mold. And look at that. Oh, it's just, I explained that to you in a bit. And look at that. I am so happy. It's just the mold. It had a really sharp edges. I got this mold from a lady on Facebook. I'm not quite sure if that's how it turns out. But it was really sharp. That's why I was like looking at. I was like, oh dear. And in some of the resin, the UV resin actually got into, it didn't cure at the sides. So make sure that you cure the sides properly. And it was a bit tacky at the side, but that's no problem. All I had to do is clean it, and then I have to sand them edges down. Oh, wow. I like this one. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I'm in love. I might make some for Mother's Day. Yeah. Yeah, I might make some for Mother's Day. My sister likes these anyway. Yeah. I just had to wipe that off because I had some black in it. But it's not like it's not cured or anything. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it's perfectly fine. It's just a little bit UV resin at the end. Oh, look at that. That was purple and gold. Oh, I see. You know what? Out all the coasters, yeah, I like this part. I fell in love with this part. but obviously it's got like sharp edge to it, but I will sand it down and make that into a key ring, or it could be a pendant, a funky pendant. What do you guys think? Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching my videos. I know it's a bit tedious listening to my voice, but thank you guys. Thank you for everything that you guys done. And yeah, I'm just wiping the edge off. So I hope you liked the video. I hope you're going to try this technique out. Please try it out. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that shine on it. It's unbelievable. Everything that you guys need, everything I used today will be in my description. Yeah, click on my Instagram, join my Instagram, join my Facebook group, which is not many people in there. I got like 35 people, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, so come and join me in them platforms if you love it, if you love to support me. That's about it, guys, for this one. And I know everyone's doing that 3D bloom, which I love. I might end up doing more of them, but I thought I'd do something different this time around. I hope you like it, and I will see you in my next video. So thank you again. Bye.